السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. إن الحمد لله والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله. أما بعد، بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. اللهم صل على محمد وعلى آل محمد كما صليت على إبراهيم وعلى آل إبراهيم إنك حميد مجيد. اللهم بارك على محمد وعلى آل محمد كما باركت على إبراهيم وعلى آل إبراهيم إنك حميد مجيد. رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقه قولي. اللهم إني أسألك علما نافعا ورزقا طيبا وعملا متقبلا. Respected brothers, sisters, elders, and beloved children. Again, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. I welcome you all to my Arabic language program, and inshallah today we are going to start our usual Arabic language lesson, inshallah, and I welcome you all to my Arabic language lesson. Jazakumullah khairan. Thank you for attending the lesson, and please stay with me until the end of the lesson. Jazakumullah khairan. Okay, from last week I've started noticing that I can't see the messages anymore. So I'm broadcasting the program through mobile phones, but I can't see the messages anymore. If people sending messages, so please don't be upset. I won't be able to respond to you. And if I see any messages at the end of the lesson, after finishing the lesson, I will go through messages. If I see anything important, I will respond back to you, inshallah. Jazakumullah khairan. Stay with me until the end of the lesson and encourage your friends and family members to join our weekly live Arabic language lesson. Jazakumullah khairan. Okay, we'll begin. So today we are starting from Unit 2, Al-Arabiyya Bayna Yadayk. The book's name is Al-Arabiyya Bayna Yadayk, Unit 2, and page number 34. Unit 2, page number 34. Okay, I've shared the pictures on both the pages, on Bayna State Masjid page and on my personal page. I've shared the pictures already. So if you look onto the pictures, you will see first page is page 34, where it says Mulakhasut Taraki. So if you open those pictures, you will find where I am. Okay, so please open those pictures, download those pictures if need be, and then open it, inshallah. And those of you who have the book already, printed book in front of you, then I will say go to page 34, you will find me there, inshallah. Okay, let's begin. Let me just briefly remind you, what do you achieve through this lesson? This is Arabic language lesson, and through this lesson you will achieve how to speak to people. Okay, if you are serious and serious learner, then I will say one lesson weekly is not enough. You should increase your lessons, and you should take at least a few lessons a week, and you should speak to people. So in a year time, you are fully able to speak. And if you say, no, Shaykh, I'm not really serious, but just attend, okay, if I can learn something, then okay, it's good. If I don't learn anything, now no problem. Then if it's like that, then fine, stay in the lesson, inshallah, and learn slowly. And through this lesson, as I said, you will learn how to speak, and you will learn how to understand the Quran. Remember, as Muslims, it is one of our main goal in our life, main hadaf, main target in our life, is to understand the Quran. And majority of the Muslims in the world, they don't understand Quran. They read it, alhamdulillah. Reading gives you reward. Every letter gives you 10 rewards. So you are getting the reward, but the upsetting thing is you're not understanding what you're reading. You didn't understand the commandments of your Lord. The discussion taking place in the Quran, you haven't understood for your whole life. And what I say, that's my personal opinion, I say every Muslim should understand the Quran. Every Muslim, scholars might disagree with me, but my personal opinion is every Muslim should understand the Quran. Because in every other religions, you will see they have their own book. And people can read the book and understand the book. Yes, and it's written in their own language. So Quran, I don't say Quran you read it in the translation. I want to say Quran you read it in Arabic and understand it from the Arabic directly. When you read a sentence, it says Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. What does the sentence mean? What did Allah say? So that much, the immediate understanding should come. If it's not deeper meaning, deeper explanation you don't know, that's you learn from the scholars, from their speeches, from their talks, from their khutbahs. But at least immediate meanings you should pick up. And that should come through your Arabic language lessons, inshallah. So stay with me. So in my lessons, two goals. One is you speak Arabic, so you do the conversation with your partner, with your friend, whoever you meet. And also when you read the Quran and if you find a similar word, you should at least understand. It might not be 100% right, but at least you understand that there is something close to that meaning. Yes, inshallah. So that you will achieve it by the end of these lessons, inshallah. Jazakumullah khairan. So stay with me and attend my lessons every Friday at 11 a.m. inshallah. Jazakumullah khairan. So let's begin. We are on page 34, as I said. On the top right hand corner, it says Al-Wahdatu Thaniya. Al-Wahdatu Thaniya. Unit 2. Al-Wahda means unit. So you have to remember Al-Wahda. Wahda word means unit. 2. Al-Wahdatu Thaniya, unit 2. Okay? Al-Thaniya means 2. On the other hand, on the other side, top left hand corner, it says Ad-Darsu and then 9 in the bracket. It says Ad-Darsu Tasi'u. Ad-Darsu Tasi'u. So lesson number 9. Okay, 9th lesson. Lesson number 9. Ad-Darsu Tasi'u. So how do you say unit 2? You say Al-Wahdatu Thaniya. And how do you say lesson 9? You say Ad-Darsu Tasi'u. Okay, in between it says in between these two things, on the Wahdatu Thaniya and Darsu Tasi'u, in between you will see another small writing. It says Mulakhwasu Tarakib. How do you read this sentence? Mulakhwasu Tarakib. Mulakhwasu Tarakib. If you want to write this down, write it down. Mulakhwasu Tarakib. Okay? What does Mulakhwasu Tarakib means? Mulakhwas means summary. Mulakhwas comes from khulasa. Okay? Summary. At-tarakib means tarkib, the plural of tarkib. Tarkib means structure. Okay? So khulasa, the summary of these structures. Tarakib is the plural of tarkib. Tarkib means structure. So summaries of these structures. Okay, what do you mean by summaries of these structures? Means they showed you how to make the sentences. They gave you dialogues as well. Dialogues, sentences, and after everything they give you summary. They summarize those lessons, and in one page they will teach you everything what they have taught you in the past. Okay? So this is summaries of these structures. So they will show you how to structure the sentence. So for example, you want to say Ana Khalid, for example. So Ana Khalid, what did you structure the sentence with? You added Ana and you added Khalid. So 2 words, you structure the sentence with 2 words. Same with, you say, I am Fatima. You will say Ana Fatima. So that shows you need one Ana, and if you get hundreds of names on the other side, so Ana Khalid, Ana Muhammad, Ana Fatima, Ana Khadija, Ana so on, yes? And then it carries on. So Ana, the main word is the Ana you need. In the Ana, I am something, whatever your name is, you just need Ana. So they will show you the structure of the sentence. The main word is Ana, and you add other words next to it, and then it makes a sentence. This is called sentence structuring and summaries of the structure. Okay, now let's get back to book. and look on the box number 1. Okay, box number 1, it says number 1 on the side, and then you can see Aina. Aina, you can see a pink box, it says Aina in it, and then in the white box it says Al-Mi'taf, Al-Nadhara, Sa'id, and Sa'ida. Al-Mi'taf, Nadhara, Sa'id, and Sa'ida. Okay, so Aina and Al-Mi'taf and Nadhara and Sa'id and Sa'ida. How do you make a sentence? You say Aina al-Mi'taf. What do you say? You say Aina al-Mi'taf. And then you say Aina al-Nadhara. Okay, Aina Sa'id. And then Aina Sa'ida. Okay, so Aina is the main word in it. Now you can add another 100 things after it. Okay, you want to say, what does Aina means first of all? Aina means where. Aina means where. Okay, and then the rest of the words is just to add to the sentence. So where is something, where is something, where is something, where is something. So whatever that something is, you will add a name. So for example, here they're given 4 words. Mi'taf means coat. Nadhara means glasses. Sa'id is a person. Sa'ida is a person. Let's forget these 4 words. Let's add our words. Masjid. What do you say? Where is the masjid? You will say Aynal Masjid. Aynal Masjid. Okay? I'm giving my own example from outside the book. So Aynal Masjid. Where is the masjid? Where is the car? Car. Ayna Sayyara. Ayna Sayyara. Where is the car? Ayna al-Bayt. Where is the house? Ayna al-Bayt. Ayna al-Bayt. Where is the house? Ayna Abdul Rahman. Ayna Abdul Rahman. Where is Abdul Rahman? Ayna Halima. Ayna Halima. Where is Halima? Okay, so I gave you a lot of examples. So now you make up your own examples. You want to say, where is the pen, for example? How do you say, where is the pen? Pen is Al-Qalam. Al-Qalam means pen. In the Quran, Allah said, Noon. Wal-Qalami wa-ma yasturun. Qalam. Qalam means pen. And in another place, Allah said, Qalam. Allama bil-Qalam. Allama bil-Qalam. اقرأ باسم ربك الذي خلق خلق الإنسان من علق اقرأ وربك الأكرم الذي علم بالقلم قلم. Okay, so that's how I teach my students to connect the language to the Quran. So qalam, you learn qalam. In the Quran you found qalam as well, so you will understand straight away qalam means pen. Okay, bayt, bayt means house. In the Quran you will find bayt a lot of time. Okay, and buyut, plural of bayt is buyut. You will find buyut a lot of time in the Quran. So whatever you learn in the lesson, you connect it when you read the Quran, and you try to understand those words. If not full, at least 50% of it you should understand, and then slowly you increase on it. Okay, good. So how do you say, where is the pen? You will say Ayna al-Qalam. Where is the pen? Ayna al-Qalam. Okay, what else? Where is the book? Where is the book? You will say Ayna al-Kitab. Book means kitab in Arabic. Okay, Ayna al-Kitab. Where is the book? Okay, good. So first box, it was teaching you how to say where is something. Okay, so when you want to say where, does it matter what's coming after? Is it masculine? Is it feminine? Is it human? Is it non-human? Is it matter? Means, is there different rules for masculine, for feminine, for human, for non-human? No. Aina, and then anything you put, it will make a sentence. Now, it doesn't matter if it's masculine, it's feminine. So you want to say, for example, Aina Fatima. Fatima is a feminine word, and Fatima is a feminine name as well. It's the name of a person, it's a girl, and then the word itself is feminine. So it doesn't matter. Then same you said, Aina Khalid. Where is Khalid? Khalid is masculine. Khalid is a name of a boy. So it doesn't matter after Aina what you put in. Then is it human or non-human? You said Aina Adam. Where is Adam? Adam is a human. Wa Aina al-Baqar. Where is the cow? Baqar is a cow. Okay? Or Baqaratu is cow. So Aina al-Baqaratu and wa Aina Adam. It doesn't matter. Is it human or non-human? Yes? Aina al-Shajara. Where is the tree? Tree. Yeah. Aina al-Bayt. Where is the house? House is a non-human. So Aina word goes with anything and everything. And you will make a sentence. It's not a problem, okay? Aina Muhammadun. Where is Muhammad? Aina al-Madinah or Aina Madinatu. Where is Medina? Okay? Where is Muhammad? Where is Medina? Aina al-Qur'anu. Where is Quran? Okay? So with Aina you can say a lot of sentences. Whenever you want to say where is, you know how to say where is. Aina means where is, and then you just add the next word to it. It makes your sentence perfectly fine. Okay? Well, how do you say where is the teacher? Where is the teacher? Okay, as I said, I can't see your messages, but you can feel free to write it on my comment box, inshallah, and I will see your comments and messages at the end of the lesson, after the lesson, and inshallah, I will, if there is anything to respond, I will respond to your messages, inshallah. So you say, Aina al-Ustaz, where is the teacher? Aina al-Ustaz, okay? Where is the computer? Aina al-Hasub. Hasub means computer. Where is the mobile phone? Aina al-Hatif. Aina al-Hatif. Hatif yani phone. Okay? Aina al-Hatif. Let's move on now. We are moving on to the second box, inshallah. Hopefully, I've given enough time for you to understand the first box. Now we are moving on to the second box, inshallah. But if anyone haven't understood the first box yet, please write in the comment box so I can include it in the next lesson again. Okay? Jazakumullah khairan. We are moving on to the box number 2. We are still on page number 34. Box number 2. Mulakhas al-Tarakib, summaries of the structures. Okay, so we are summarizing how to make sentences. Okay, now in the second box, you can see in the pink box, second box that is divided into 2 parts. Am I right? One part is man in it, and another part is lots of words, list of words. Okay, let's say man means who. Man means who. Who. You know, WHO, who. Who are you? Who? Who is this? Who? Okay, whose house is this? So whenever you say who, how do you say who in Arabic? You say man. Man. You remember that? Okay, write it down. Man means who. How do you say who in Arabic? Man. Again, how do you say who in Arabic? Man. So how do you say who are you? Look, the words are given on the side. Can you choose one word and say who are you? Choose one word. They gave هذا, هذه, أنت, أنت, هو, and here. 6 words they've given. And out of 6 words, choose one to make you who are you. Okay? Man anta. Man anta, who are you? Or man anti, who are you? Man anta or man anti. Okay? Good. So anta is masculine. Anta means you are. Anta means you are. And anti is feminine. Anti means you are too. Okay, anta means you are, and anti means you are too. But anti is feminine. You have to put an F in the bracket. F is for female, feminine. And M is for male, masculine. Okay? So whenever something to do with man, with male, you put an M in the bracket. Whenever something to do with female, feminine, put an F in the bracket. Okay. So anta is for man. and anti is for lady, female. Okay, so how do you say who are you? Man anta, man anti. Man anta for man, and man anti for lady. Okay, next. How do you say who is this? Who is this? Who is this? No idea? Who is this? You say man hada or man hadihi. Yes, don't be scared. If you know the answer, write it down in the comment box, inshallah. Yes, even if you are not my regular student, yes, and you know the answer, write it down. Okay, inshallah. Jazakumullah khairan. We appreciate your presence, and those of you attending, even for a little bit, those of you attending, we appreciate that. Jazakumullah khairan. If you can stay all the way to the end, stay. You will benefit, inshallah. Right, so I was saying, who is this? You say, man hada, and then man hadihi. Man hada is for man, and man hadihi is for lady. Man hada is for man, and man hadihi is for lady. Okay? So man hada, who is this? To a man. Okay? To a man, you will say man hada. If you want to say man hadihi, you will say to a lady. For example, you know someone is a masculine or feminine, but you don't know who they are. Is it Fatima, or is it Halima, or is it Rahima? You don't know who they are. So you just wanted to find out who is this girl. Okay? So you will say man hadihi. Understood? Man hadihi. So how do you say to a boy, who is this? You will say man hada. If you want to say to a girl, man hadihi. Clear? Jazakumullah khairan. Let's move on. So hada and hadihi, remember, hada and hadihi is for this is. Hada for masculine, hadihi for feminine. Okay, next is who is he and who is she? How do you say who is he? You will say man huwa. Man huwa. Who is he? And how do you say who is she? Man hiya. Man huwa. Man hiya. Man huwa. Man hiya. Man huwa. Who is he? Man hiya. Who is she? Man hiya. Who is she? Okay, that's nice, mashallah. Man huwa and man hiya. Okay, so you found three sets of words in the second box. One set is how do you say who is this? Second set, how do you say who are you? And third set, how do you say who is she and who is he and who is she? Right? So again, I will go through all these. How do you say who is this? You will say man hada, man hadihi, the he. Make sure you pronounce the word properly. When you speak in Arabic, your pronunciation is very, very important. Okay, inshallah. So when you say in a sentence, don't be shy. Say loud and clear. Man hadihi. Okay, dhihi. When you pronounce dhihi with the dhal, not with any other letter. Okay. Not with any other letter, not with za, not with jib, not with dha. So check the letter in Arabic writing. That's why what I do, I've shared the picture. Because some of you, what I'm thinking, some of you might be not using the book and you're just trying to listen and learn. Listening and learning, yes, that's fine. But if you don't see the letter, you won't be able to pronounce it correctly. Okay? Let me give you an example. Please don't be upset. There are many people, they read Qul fu wallahu ahad. Qul fu wallahu ahad. Now, why do they say fu? Because they never looked in the Quran properly to see is it fa or is it ha. They just learned it through listening and they thought, okay, their reading is fine. So that's why the eyes are very important. If Allah has given you eyes, if you can see it, then you should check it properly, especially when it comes to writing and when it comes to reading. So check it properly. So through checking, you will know exact letters and exact style of writing. Okay, inshallah.
But don't forget, there are blind people becoming hafiz as well in the world, and they just listen and learn. So if you're just listening, then listen to me very carefully, and you can learn as well, inshallah. Jazakumullah khairan. Okay, let's carry on. So I was saying, هذا with the ذال, and هذه also with the ذال, but it has a he at the end. He. هذه. هذه. من هذه. Who is this? Okay, it's for girls. من هذا. Okay, who is this for boys? Okay, next is man anta. Man anta. Who are you? Who are you? Okay, anta means you are. Anti means you are. But when you put it with the question, it becomes are you. That's also something you have to remember. Okay, who are you? Man anta, man anti. But in general, anta and anti means you are. Okay, so for example, how do you say you are a Muslim? How do you say you are a Muslim? So you will say anta Muslim or anta Muslimun. Got it? Anta Muslim, anta Muslimun. Got it? How do you say you are a Muslim to a girl? You will say anti Muslimatun or anti Muslimah. You are a Muslimah. Muslimah? I know some people name is Muslimah, but Muslimah means a lady who is Muslim, who has Islam in her. Okay, that's called Muslimah. Okay, that's fine. Bismillah. Let's move on. So anta and anti. Okay, how do you say to a boy, you are a student? You are a student to a boy. How do you say that? You will say anta talibun. How do you say to a girl? You are a teacher, a lady. Girl means lady here. Yeah? Okay, you are a teacher. How do you say that? Anti muallimah. Anti muallimah. Anti muallimah. A girl can be teacher as well. People be teachers in the young age. Yeah, they teach their younger brothers, sisters. So you can say to a girl as well, no problem. So you can say anti muallimah. Muallimah means a teacher. Okay, let's move on. So we found how to say sentences with man. Our main focus on the second box was man. How to say who. So who is this? Who is this? Who are you? Who are you? Who is he? Who is she? This much we learned. Okay, is there anything else that we can say? You can say who is Khalid? How do you say who is Khalid? Man Khalid. Man Khalid. Who is Khalid? For example, someone's talking about Khalid to you and you don't even know who Khalid is. So you can say Man Khalid. Then you can say Man Fatima. Someone talking to you about Fatima, but you don't know who Fatima is. So you can say Man Fatima. Who is Fatima? Okay. Man Khalid, Man Fatima. Next, you want to say who is your dad? How do you say who is your dad? Wow, it's a difficult sentence, right? Don't worry, you have to learn it. Man Abook. Man Abook. Man Abook. When you say boo, make sure you write it with the wow. Abook. Alif, ba, wow, and a kaf. Man Abook, and a question mark. Okay, punctuation. It's very important. So man Abook, who is your dad? How do you say who is your son? Man waladuk, or man ibnuk. Man ibnuk, who is your son? Or man waladuk, who is your son? Okay. So man ibnuk. How do you say who is your mom? Who is your mother? Man ummuk. Man ummuk. Write it down. Man ummuk, who is your mother? Man abook, who is your father? Man ummuk, who is your mother? Man ibnuk, who is your son? Man ibnuk, who is your son? In case you didn't hear me properly, that's why I repeated it again. Okay, again. Man ibnuk. Ibnuk means who is your son. Next one. Man ibnatuk. Man ibnatuk, who is your daughter? Man ibnatuk, who is your daughter? Same way you can ask with anyone. Man jadduk, who is your granddad? Man jaddatuk, who is your grandma? Man akhuk, who is your brother? Man ukhtuk, who is your sister? Man ammuk, who is your uncle? Man ammatuk, who is your aunt, means father's sister, paternal aunt. Okay, ammun, paternal uncle, ammatun, paternal aunt. And if you want to go to maternal uncle and aunt, you will say man khaluk. Khalun, khalun means maternal uncle, means mom's brother. Man khalatuk, who is your khala, maternal aunt, mom's sister. And that's it. You've said everyone. Okay? Then you want to say a little bit further, for example, man fil bayt, who is in the house? Who is in the house? How do you say that who is in the house? You will say man fil bayt. Man fil bayt. So you will say man and then you add a fi in between and then you will say al bayt. Man fil bayt. Who is in the house? Who is in the mosque? Man fil masjidi. So you just need to know fi. And you know the words already. Al-Bayt, you know already. Al-Bayt means the house. Al-Masjid means the mosque. As-Sayyara means the car. And so on. Okay? So you will say, Man fil bayt. Who is in the house? Man fil masjid. Who is in the mosque? Man fis sayyara. Who is in the car? Who is in the car? Okay, man fis sayyara. Good, mashallah. Let's move on. Next is, what else do you want to say? Man fil madrasa. Who is in the school? Man fil madrasa. Who is in the school? Man fil bus. Who is in the bus? Okay. Man fil ta'ira. Who is in the plane? Ta'ira means plane. Okay. Man fil qitar. Who is in the train? Okay. That's it. So if you know the man, you just add things with it, keep adding, and it will make sentences for you. Wow. Arabic is simple. Very easy. Yeah, it's like you need to know where is, and then you say anything with it. Where is the mosque? Where is the house? Where is the shop? Where is the man? Where is the father? Yeah. So you know where is, then you can add anything. So same way, how you know, if you know how to say who, then you can add anything. Who are you? Who is he? Who is Khalid? Who is your dad? Who is your granddad? Who is your mom? And so on. Okay, who's in the bus? Who's in the train? And that's it. Okay, so let's move on. So we have covered the box number 2 to say how to say who. Okay, who are you? Who is he? And who is this? And so on. Next, we are moving to box number 3. In the box number 3, you see is 3 columns. Okay, in the first column, 2 names, Sa'id and Sa'ida. In the second column, you can see fi. And in the third column, you can see al-masjid, al-musalla, al-ghurfa, al-hammam. Okay, now you need to answer. When someone asked, where is this? So how do you answer? How do you say, it is in there? For example, the glasses is in the room. For example, you want to say glasses is in the room. So how do you say that? Or coat is in the cupboard. In a cupboard, you hang the coat in. So how do you say that? So that's what we are learning in the box number 3, okay? So it says, Sa'idun, Sa'idun fil masjid, Sa'idatun fil musalla, Sa'idun fil ghurfa, Sa'idun fil hammam, Sa'ida fil ghurfa, Sa'ida fil hammam. Okay, so they gave names, and then they gave fi, the one fi works for both, and then they gave different words. You choose the word what you want to use for the name. So what I said, Sa'idun fil masjid. Sa'id is in the mosque. Okay? Sa'idah fil musalla. Sa'idah is in the prayer room. Musalla means prayer room. Okay? Sa'idah fil musalla. Sa'idah is in the prayer room. Then Sa'id fil ghurfa. Sa'id is in the room. And Sa'idah fil hammam. And Sa'idah is in the bathroom. So you choose the word what you want to put together, but it makes sense. Either way, anyhow you put them crisscross, it makes sense. It makes word. It makes sentence. Okay? So how do you say Khalid in the room? Khalid is in the room. Who can tell me? Khalid is in the room. How do you say that? You will say Khalid fil ghurfa. Khalid fil ghurfa. Okay? You will say Khalid fil ghurfa. How do you say Fatima is in the car? Fatima is in the car. How do you say that? You know how to say car. You know how to say in. You know how to say Fatima. 3 words you need. Fatima in the car. And is comes automatically. For is there is no a word in Arabic. Okay, so how do you say that? You will say Fatimatu fi sayyara. Fatimatu fi sayyara. Fatima is in the car. That's it done. Fatima is in the car. Okay. Then how do you say Ahmed is in the train? Ahmed is in the train. Ahmed fil qitar. Qitar. How do you say train? Qitar. Qaf, ta, alif, ra. Qitar. Qitar means train. Okay. Ahmed and Fatima are in the bus. They're going somewhere with bus. Okay, how do you say that? Ahmed and Fatima in the bus. So you will say Ahmedu wa Fatimatu fil bus. Simple. Ahmedu wa Fatimatu fil bus. Bus is bus. Okay? There is another word for bus. You're probably thinking, those of you done some little bit of Arabic here and there, you're probably thinking there is another word for bus. Yes, al-hafila. Hafila means bus. Okay? But modern Arabic, they use bus. Okay? Old Arabic, they use hafila. Okay? Modern Arabic, they use bus. In some cases, they use train as well. Okay? But qitar is the proper word for train. But no problem. You use bus, you use hafila, people will understand you. Okay? Arabs, they understand. Doesn't matter it's old Arabic or in new Arabic, they used to with both. Illa mashallah, very rare people very rare people you will find that they don't understand hafila. Okay? Right, let's move on. So how do you say Sa'id is in the room? You will say Sa'idun fil ghurfa. Sa'idah is in the room. You will say Sa'idah fil ghurfa. Sa'id is in the bathroom. You will say Sa'idun fil hammam. Hammam is bathroom. Sa'ida is in the bathroom. You will say Sa'idatu fil hammam. Okay? And so on. Okay, how do you say kitchen? How do you say kitchen? Matbakh. How do you say kitchen? Matbakh. So how do you say the mother is in the kitchen? Go on. A challenge. Who can write this for me? Atahaddakum. I challenge you all. If anyone can say this, Mom is in the kitchen. Let's see if anyone can say this. So you know how to say Mam, al-ummu, and in the, you found in the book, and kitchen, I just told you, matbakh. Matbakh is the kitchen. So make a sentence for me. It's not, challenge means that you can't do it. I'm challenging you to do it so you be brave and you feel that you can make a sentence, okay? So I'm not challenging you to put you down, I'm challenging you to put you up. So to improve your, what you call, bravery, okay? Good, mashallah. So, someone must have said it in the comment box. I can't see the comments, as I said. I can, while I'm teaching, I can see the comments. My device doesn't allow me anymore. I don't know what's wrong. And if any of my good brothers and sisters out there who knows what's happened, why doesn't the comments appear anymore? Please let me know, inshallah. I'm not that good at technology and devices and all that. So if you know any reason for that, please let me know, inshallah. PM me, message me on my personal messenger, and then I'll have a look, inshallah. Jazakumullah khairan. So I was saying, who can say, the mum is in the kitchen? Someone must have said it already. Let me say it. So, al-ummu fil matbakh. Al-ummu fil matbakh. Go on, say it with me or write it down. Al-ummu fil matbakh. Al-ummu fil matbakh. Okay, the food is in the fridge. Wow. Let's see if we can do it. The food is in the fridge. Food. How do you say food? Shall I help? I'm thinking not to help. Okay, food. At-ta'am. At-ta'am. At-ta'am means food. And fi means in, you know. And how do you say fridge? Fridge is الثلاجة. الثلاجة. الطعام في الثلاجة. Put it together and make me the phrase. Say the food is in the fridge. Let's see how you do it. الطعام في الثلاجة. الطعام في الثلاجة. So when you put together, yes, the ending becomes a little bit different, but you have to know how to read it. الطعام في الثلاجة. ثلاجة with the tha, not sin or sad. Look at ثلاجة. Tha, you know, letter tha with 3 dots. Alif, ba, ta, tha, tha. That tha is called ثلاجة. Okay, الطعام في الثلاجة. The food is in the fridge. Okay, good, mashallah. Let me give you another difficult sentence. I'm sure you will make it because you guys are very brave students and very, mashallah, competitive people. You're doing well so far. And some of you are not missing my lessons at all. You guys are attending every week, mashallah. May Allah give barakah and may Allah accept your times. Next is, how do you say the father is in the sitting room? The father is in the sitting room. No, not sitting room, living room. Okay, how do you say that? Okay, the father, let me help you. You know how to say the father, al-abu. And in the, you know how to say in the, I will help you with that. And living room, you say ghurfatul julus. Ghurfatul julus. Ghurfatul julus. Living room is ghurfatul julus. Okay, put it together and make me a sentence. The father is in the living room. Al-abu fi ghurfatil julus. Fi, when fi comes, next word gets kasra. Okay, that's natural. That's usual. Fi comes, next word gets a kasra at the end. So fi ghurfatil, ti getting kasra, ghurfati is becoming because of the fi, ghurfati. Otherwise it was al-ghurfatul julus, ghurfatu. Now it became ghurfati because of the fi. في غرفة الجلوس. الأب في غرفة الجلوس. الأب في غرفة الجلوس. الأب في غرفة الجلوس. One more time. الأب في غرفة الجلوس. الأم في المطبخ. Mom is in the kitchen. والأب في غرفة الجلوس. And father is in the sitting room. And where is the food? وَالطُّعَامُ فِي الثَّلَّاجَةِ. And food is in the fridge. Yes, mashallah. Makes sense, isn't it? Yes, good, mashallah. Let's move on. So I taught you how to, in the book they give you very less example. But what I need to say to my beloved students, please don't rely on the examples of the books. Because they will give you limited examples, 2, 3, maximum, probably 5 examples sometime, and then that's it done. But they actually trying to teach you the way so you can make the same example with different words. Okay? So when an instructor, those of you are driving instructors, you don't give lessons for whole life, do you? So you don't give lessons to your students for whole life. You give some students 5 lessons and you expect the student to know how to drive. You give 10 lessons and you expect the student to know how to drive. Same way, the book example, they give you limited example but rest of you should be able to make it. So that's why I'm giving you a lot of example from myself, from outside the book, so you learn to make your own example. Okay, inshallah. Because the book, they will give you limited information. They're not going to give you everything where you need to speak, but everything, the rest of the things, you have to make it based on the rules how they're doing it. Okay, inshallah. Good, mashallah. Let's move on. Okay, now we will do the box number 4 and then we'll stop today's lesson. Okay, inshallah. I was about to do 3 pages, but couldn't do it. No problem. We can do it in the next lessons if Allah keeps us alive. Okay, so box number 4. How do you say this is the code, or this is the mosque, or this is the prayer room, or this is the glasses, or this is the engineer, or this is the doctor? How do you say all of these? Okay, it's quite simple. Look at the book. Look at the page number 34, box number 4. It says number 4 and then a box. Okay, it says هذا هو المعطف. How do you say this is the code? You will say هذا هو المعطف. What does that mean? What does هذا هو المعطف means? Means this is the code. Some of you thinking, Shaykh, isn't it this is he is code? No, you don't translate the huwa here. Here, the word huwa, you don't translate it. So you say this is the code. So for example, someone said, أين الكتاب? أين الكتاب? Kitab means book. So someone said, أين الكتاب? Where is the book? You will say, هذا هو الكتاب. هذا هو الكتاب. أين الكتاب? How do you say أين الكتاب? How do you say answer to the أين الكتاب? هذا هو الكتاب. This is the book. Okay, this is the book. Okay, and how do you say this is the book? You will say هذا هو الكتاب. Okay, remember هذا هو الكتاب. هذا هو الكتاب. You have to add a huwa, otherwise it doesn't become this is the book. Okay, this is the book. It doesn't give the translation. So if you say هذا الكتاب, this book. هذا الكتاب means this book. هذا هو الكتاب means this is the book. So huwa adds is in here. Okay, not in every sentence. Is, there is no proper word for is in Arabic, but in this sentence specifically, the huwa gives you the meaning of is. هذا هو الكتاب. This is the book. Okay. How do you say where is the masjid? You will say أين المسجد. And you want to say this is the masjid. You want to point at the masjid and you want to say this is the masjid. How do you say that in Arabic? You will say هذا هو المسجد. هذا هو المسجد. Okay. Next, how do you say this is the prayer room? You will say هذا هو المصلى. So for example, somebody asked, you're just walking on the street and someone asked, where is the prayer room? And you want to show the person, you want to say, this is the prayer room. So take the person in front of the prayer room and say, هذا هو المصلى. This is the prayer room. Okay? I remember when I was in Egypt, I used to ask so many people, where is the prayer room? Because you can find the entrance for the masjid, for main entrance, but entrance for the musalla is very difficult sometimes because they give towards the back of the masjid. So you have to walk around to find the door for the ladies' entrance. And sometime I remember one day I was spinning around the masjid for 5 minutes. It was a quite big masjid, and it takes probably 2 minutes just to give one circle on walking. For 5 minutes I was walking. For about 2 or 3 circles I went. I didn't find the musalla, the door for the musalla. And eventually there were a few ladies, they had to show us the door for the prayer room for the ladies. Okay, so anyway, so let's say somebody asked, where is the prayer room? أين المصلى? So how do you answer? You will say, هذا هو المصلى. Okay. Next I want to say, where is the glasses? Okay, one more thing I want to tell you. If you're answering about the masculine thing, you will use huwa. If you're answering about the feminine things, you will use hiya. Answering for the feminine things, you will use hiya. Answering for the masculine things, you will use huwa. Okay? هذا هو المصلى. هذه هي هي النظارة, for example. So هذا هو المصلى. and هذه هي النظارة. Okay, one more thing I want to tell you, those of you attendees who are attending, and if you have my mobile number and you're messaging while I'm in the lesson, so I can't check it. You know why? Because my mobile, I can't reach my mobile, it's quite far away. Okay, and if I go to check the messages, it's going to disturb the lesson. Okay, so I will check your messages, inshallah. If you're giving me WhatsApp messages and other messages, I will check it after the lesson, inshallah. Is that okay? Jazakumullah khairan. Please remain patient. Allah will reward you. Okay, so how do you say this is the glasses? You will say هذه هي النظارة. هذه هي النظارة. Next, how do you say this is a female engineer? You will say هذه هي المهندسة. هذه هي المهندسة. هذه هي المهندسة. Okay. Next, how do you say this is a female doctor? هذه هي الطبيبة. هذه هي الطبيبة. For example, someone asked, أين الطبيبة? Where is the doctor? So you know where is the doctor? You say, هذه هي الطبيبة. This is the doctor. Okay, so we will end our lesson here today. It's our 12 o'clock. I know we started 10 minutes late, but today 50 minutes is enough. Okay, inshallah. So those work what you did, make sure you revise it. If you've written it down in your books, in your notes, very good. If you didn't write, then come back to this video. This video will be on Facebook, and then soon I will be uploading on YouTube as well. So follow this video, go over it again and again, again and again, again and again. Okay, inshallah. Subscribe to my YouTube channel if you haven't subscribed yet, and encourage your friends and family members to subscribe to my YouTube channels to be updated, to remain updated about my videos and lessons. I'm giving a lot of free lessons throughout the week and throughout the year, so people can benefit from it, and you can reward by doing that, by encouraging others to subscribe to my channel. And one last advice I want to say to my friends, those of you studying Arabic, please keep intention to travel to Arab country, to stay for long time, for a year, 2 years. Trust me, that will benefit you so much. If you can spend 1 year and you just make an intention that I'm not going to speak English or any other language for that 1 year, trust me, in that year you will grab so much of language that after that you will understand Quran automatically. Subhanallah. So keep the intention in your head, inshallah. If you need advice and guidance, ask me. I just spent last 2 years in Egypt. So you ask me, inshallah, I will give you advice and guidance, inshallah. Jazakumullah khairan, stay well. We will finish our lesson here. Make dua for me, and see you again next week. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.